What up, everyone? It's your boy Kent Ward, founder of Ongaku Overdrive here in Orlando, Florida, and I want to thank you guys for an amazing June. Last month we had our Tears of Ongaku stream, and it was our most watched virtual concert ever. Well, not ever, in over a year, but hey, it felt like ever. It was so cool. We had a lot of great performances, a lot of cool video messages, and a lot of kind words from all of you guys in the chat, and we raised a lot of donations as well. So first thing I want to say is, well, you can watch all those performances again on our channel. They're all uploaded, so you can check out the Limit Breakers, Mon, Ropataganti, Jackson Purdy, String Player Gamer who cosplayed that night, and even Orlando music icon Mark with a C. How about that? Not only that, you can like, comment, subscribe. We have their links of all their stuff in the description, so check all that out. But I also want to thank you guys because we raised over $2,000 to recoup losses from our 10th anniversary show back in April. Spring and summer has been really hard in Central Florida for nerd adjacent events. Everything's been down across the board, and we're affected by that as well. But thanks to you guys, the VGM community, the best fan community there is, we have recouped over 76% of our losses. I also want to give shouts to Mustang of the One-Ups, Game Grooves, the Limit Breakers, and Ian Martin for donating all kinds of stuff for us to raffle off. It was a really cool night. And what was really awesome about that night as well, in addition to the performances, were all the cool video messages that we got from our friends. We have them all up right now, and we're going to play them right now. And after that, I'll be back to let you guys know what's coming up in the future, so stay tuned for that. But here's some words from our friends.
What's up, Ongaku Overdrive? Lacey here, self-appointed leader of the Squid Squad. And I'm here to share my experience working with the wonderful people of Ongaku Overdrive and the community. The VGM community within it, and all the friends that and I'm sure a lot of you have made along the way. Ongaku Overdrive was actually a really pivotal community for me in the pandemic when I was finding my feet as a soloist. Kent was one of the first people to reach out to me personally and get me on Virtual Ongaku, and what a joy it was to work and get to know him and Alyssa together. Everyone was so kind and excited and honestly gave me so much confidence and made me feel like I could do anything. And so it was so much fun to be able to perform on the Virtual Ongaku showcases, and I took every single opportunity Kent would give me to do it. And then he actually gave me my first gig as we were transitioning out of lockdown to come out to perform at the Whims of Fate event in Orlando in 2021. I still have the gig poster right over there on my wall. But it was such an amazing show, and I think if you haven't been to a in-person Ongaku Overdrive event, you should, first of all. But second, just know that all of the warmth and the funny jokes and the community that we make here in chat is easily transferable to everyone that's in that room with you. I know it gave me so much inspiration and energy as a performer that night. I would do everything all again, even to the venue not turning on air conditioning, so we were all sweaty and gross, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Honestly, it was amazing. I think a lot of it speaks to the Ongaku Overdrive team as a whole. Kent, Alyssa, you guys are working so hard in work that I know doesn't show to everybody. You are so conscientious and thoughtful about who you select for your events, trying to pick people who deserve a voice, people who are underrepresented, people who haven't necessarily had the easiest time creating a career. You don't care. You create a really wonderful, welcoming environment for everybody, and I know it's not just me who thinks that. Y'all are the best, and literally some of my favorite people in this community, and I only want to see Ongaku Overdrive continue to rise and grow and level up, and I only want the best for you guys. I love you so much. Everybody please support Ongaku Overdrive in whatever way that looks like to you, because these are real people, these are good people, and if they grow, then we all grow together. So let's do our best out there, everybody. Take care of each other, and Squid Squad. Bye.
Hey y'all, this is Stevie from Trashburger, and I've been involved in the Orlando nerd music scene since 2009. And I've gone from a fan to a performer and have seen a lot of ups and downs during that period. But one thing that's always been consistent is the quality of Ongaku Overdrive. They've gone from smaller stage to bigger stage, giving a platform to so many other musicians. They have shows dedicated to Florida and local acts, giving them that space that they may not have gotten anywhere else. And then also bringing in so many musicians from out of Florida to perform for all of us here. That as a fan, that makes me excited to see these bands. But as a performer, being able to share the stage with some of these acts that never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would be able to do that, Ongaku Overdrive has made that possible, has given the space, has given the time and stage to so many performers and artists, and I can't imagine not having them here now. And don't forget, 2020 happened, and Ongaku Overdrive went out of their way to figure out how to put on good shows for people who are staying at home, and also make sure musicians can still get their workouts, still get paid, still get the support they need. In this 10-year period of Ongaku Overdrive, I've only seen them take care of me and my friends and so many others, and I want to help do the same for Ongaku Overdrive like it's done for me. So anyone who's watching all the bands, I'm repping Limit Breakers right now, please support this show, support this event, do what you can to make sure to show your love for Ongaku Overdrive, and that we can get even more, another 10 years out of this event, because I can't imagine not just Orlando, but the nerd music scene without them. We need them, they're wonderful, and thank you for everything.
What's up, guys? Frank from Super RPG Friends and Premium Edition Games, and dedicated Florida man here to say Kent and Ongaku Overdrive are the #1 leaders in bringing nerdcore music and VGM music to Florida, which has traditionally been some of my favorite shows I've ever seen here. Going all the way back to Nerdapalooza and things like that, Florida has always been a hotbed for nerd culture, nerd music, conventions, more, all of that kind of stuff. And I think that Kent's just done an amazing job bringing those acts back to us after we had a long lull after Nerdapalooza went away. Rest in peace. It's great to see this area coming back in a strong way in the nerdcore scene, and that's headed entirely by Kent and Ongaku Vania. I've attended his events, I've seen him at conventions, I've had him on my show. Kent is a close personal friend of mine, an amazing person. Please get out there, go to his shows, watch the streams, and just engage with this awesome guy, because without him, we wouldn't have half of the amazing music acts within the nerd sphere that we do in Florida. Thank you so much, Kent, for being a friend. Thank you for helping me with my show. And thank you for bringing nerdcore back to the forefront in Florida. See you guys. Wait, 3, 2, 1. Fuzzy Pickles. You know what it is.
Hi, my name is Jisun, and I'm the band leader of the Limit Breakers. I just want to take the time to say some wonderful words about the great Kent Ward. First of all, Kent is a really awesome guy, always supportive of everything we do in the Limit Breakers, and is supportive of so many groups and artists in the VGM community. Without Kent, the Limit Breakers wouldn't even have had our first live opportunity. He's the one that gave that to us through Virtual Ongaku. And then we went on later to perform at the very first Halloween Ongaku Overdrive event, Ongaku Vania. So grateful to Kent and everything he's done for the community for 10 years. This man has been pushing for nerd culture to be represented, nerd music culture to be represented on all the spectrum of it. Kent, hats off to you. You're awesome. We're going to continue to support you. For those of you in the VGM community that are watching, please consider donating and helping Kent continue to be the awesome concert promoter he is. Help create a safe space for all nerds, and just keep doing what you guys are doing. To those that are just watching and never heard of the VGM community, still donate. Please support the nerd arts. Please support nerd music, nerd culture. And to Kent, thank you. Thank you so much for giving us our first opportunity and for supporting us and for pushing us to be better every performance. We're so excited to be performing for you today and performing for your audience. And we can't help to make a difference today and raise money. So much money. So much, in fact, that you're going to shave off your eyebrows. So, Kent, love you, man.
Peace, y'all. What's good? It's EyeQ. Just wanted to come through and say what's good to everybody at Ongaku Overdrive. And, to just talk about things a little bit. And, if you've ever been to Orlando, chances are you've met at some point Kent Ward or myself. And Kent has been a very big part of keeping the nerd scene in Orlando going. And so many people that come through, I don't know if they show him enough love or not, or if this is something that just needs to be said so people understand just how big of a part of the scene he is. And if it wasn't for Kent, there would be no scene at this point in time. There wouldn't be as many people coming through. So, throughout the years, he's been there. He's been consistent. So shout out to Ongaku Overdrive. And, please continue to support. Thank you guys so much.
Hey everyone, LameGenie here. You're watching Tears of Ongaku. Ongaku Overdrive is a pillar of the VGM community.
I mean, what more can we say about Kent from Ongaku? Great guy, puts on amazing shows, and does so much for everyone in the VGM scene.
Whether it be virtual concerts or in person, he's here bringing us all together. Isn't that what truly matters in life?
And believe it or not, we are not reading off a card.
I can't read.
Hi everybody, I'm Brandon Specht, or retro_spectrum on YouTube. You may have also seen me around for Free Play Florida, Florida's largest arcade pinball convention. I'm one of the coordinators, and I specifically handle the special guests. I'm here with my buddy Jason.
Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Jason, also known as That Weekend Warrior on YouTube and Instagram. And I have been with Free Play for a number of years. I am handling all the social media, and I'm super happy to be here to talk about Ongaku Overdrive.
We are both humongous. I mean, to say we're humongous fans of Ongaku Overdrive, we'd be underselling it. We love Ongaku Overdrive, and honestly, I'm even wearing my little lanyard here. Ongaku Overdrive is one of the premier events here in the Florida area, the Central Florida area, when it comes to people, anyone involved in the gaming world or anyone involved in the music world. We just love Ongaku Overdrive. And it's important to know that they turned 10 years old this year. They had a 10-year anniversary. And Free Play is actually having their 10th event this year. We're right around the same age. And so it really shows how the past decade, two of the greatest gaming events have kind of coincided and collaborated with one another. What would have been some of your favorite parts, Jason?
So I am a huge fan of Ongaku, and it was awesome to get to know Kent and then get part of the community, but also to know that we have someone here that really caters to the video game music community. Yeah. For a number of years, I've been a fan of a group called Bit Brigade, and I had no idea that they even came to Florida. And then a few years ago, I went to my first Ongaku event and had a wonderful time. And it actually was quite a blessing to go to that show because Bit Brigade was fantastic, but it was also a big deal of joy right before we went into quarantine. So it was nice to know that I got to celebrate, meet a whole group of people, and then also get to see one of my favorite bands, Bit Brigade, play. What about you, Brandon?
Oh gosh, honestly, you are kind of the music aficionado, but I just love the fact that I've been introduced to so many great acts through Ongaku and through the work that Kent has done, and you said Bit Brigade, who is a phenomenal group, and those, when you're listening to some of the different groups for the first time and they pull out a track that just hits you in the nostalgia. I just enjoyed that. At the last event, I heard one of the singers do a rendition of Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid 3, and I just soaked it up. I just soaked it up like a sponge. I loved it so much. So I just have to say for myself, and I know, Jason, you feel the same way, thank you so much to Kent and all the crew from Ongaku Overdrive for doing so much for the Central Florida community. And you know what? Jason, I just had an idea.
What's that?
We should see if Ongaku can do something at Free Play in the near future. What are your thoughts?
I think that's a fantastic idea. Maybe that should happen.
Okay, so thank you so much for everything, Ongaku Overdrive, and we hope to see you in the very, very near future.
Hey, this is Alan from Game Grooves, and I want to take a few seconds to talk about why Ongaku Overdrive is so important to the VGM community. So if you didn't know, Ongaku has been around for over 10 years now, and Kent is one of the most passionate people, I think, in the VGM community. And, he was extremely helpful when Game Grooves was starting out. He did an album listening party for our Demon Souls metal tribute Archstones. And I've gotten to know him better over the years. And one thing that really impresses me about Kent and Ongaku is just how devoted they are to finding the underrepresented and more diverse communities within VGM, especially nerdcore acts and things like that. So I think it's a great organization. I want to see 10 more years of Ongaku Overdrive. And another thing I want to mention is that during the pandemic, Virtual Ongaku was really instrumental in keeping the scene together, I feel like, because we didn't have a lot of those live events. So yes, please donate if you can. Kent and everyone else at Ongaku Overdrive, congrats on 10 years. Thank you for all that you do for VGM, and stay tuned for more.
I really like these virtual shows because Daddy gives me treats all the time. And I really like when Ongaku Overdrive events happen because I get to hang out with cool people like Richard Branson, Lex Connors, and Danimal Ken. And I want to keep doing that. So y'all better open up your wallets and pay up.
What's up, y'all? This is megaran. Just wanted to say a few words about what Ongaku Overdrive has meant to not just me, but the VGM nerdcore community on the whole. See, Orlando, as you know, is a bit of a nerd haven. It's for me very special because the first place I ever tried out any of the megaran material, place we would come back to countless times to great audiences, events like Nerdapalooza, things like that, have made it a real mainstay in the community. And then through the years, some of our beloved institutions have kind of fallen by the wayside, but out of the ashes of so many of those have arisen Ongaku Overdrive, and I'm thankful for that, man. So I just want to say all the best wishes to Ongaku Overdrive, everybody that works on it. Kent has been an ally of the scene for so long, and we're very appreciative of everything you guys do. So enjoy some Zelda. I wish I could play it right now, but my wife has my Switch, and she only plays Animal Crossing still. So I am in Montreal, about to play a show with the Four-Eyed Horsemen, and it's gonna be great. But I'm really looking forward to the next time I get to come back to Orlando with you. Peace, y'all.
Hello! Well, look who it is.
Hello, it's realytcracker. Hi, how are you doing?
Would you like to say some words to Kent Ward?
I would like to say congratulations to Ongaku Overdrive. Yes, multiple congratulations, Kent. Thank you so much for being such a soldier in the nerdcore scene. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Aw, that's beautiful. Thanks so much. Words.
Hey, folks. I imagine I probably know a lot of you. If you don't know me, I'm Lauren the Flute. I lead a video game cover band called The Returners, and I have had the privilege of performing on Virtua Ongaku's virtual stage before as myself, but also the band has come down to Florida because of Kent's generosity in putting together the Warriors of Light show, the Final Fantasy themed show, which obviously we, being named after Final Fantasy VI, had to be at. I don't know, Kent asked if friends could put together videos in support of what he does, and I was really excited at the opportunity to heap praise on this incredible person who I feel privileged enough to call him a friend, but I think what we're talking about here is not just like personally what a delightful human being Kent is, but also how selflessly he has given of his time, of his energy, everything that he has done to support the VGM community over the past 10 years. I can't overstate how important Kent's contributions to the VGM scene are. Not just what he's done with Virtua Ongaku, because the Ongaku Overdrive series has been really, I don't know, it's given a lot of opportunities for performers from across the US to come and do their best in front of the really fantastic, I love the Orlando scene, but Virtua Ongaku stepped up when the pandemic hit in 2020. A lot of events that we'd all been looking forward to had gotten canceled. Shows that we were supposed to put on got canceled for the foreseeable future. There was no music on the horizon, and everything in the world seemed to be on fire, and it was a terrifying time. I don't have to tell you that, you were there. But having Kent step up in the middle of all of this uncertainty and the sadness that we were dealing with, dare I say, depression, the isolation, for one person to step up and say, hey, I think I can do something about this, and to choose to give back to the community, and create a concert series, a virtual concert series that gave us something to look forward to. It gave us something to gather together. It helped not just me, but a lot of my friends get through a really difficult time in our lives. So if you are glad for the VGM scene as it is today, if you are excited to have been exposed to more performers that you've never heard of before, please let's help support Kent for all of the good things that he's done to support us. And let's make sure that Virtua Ongaku and Ongaku Overdrive are both able to continue going for years to come. If any of this has meant anything to you over the past few years, show that with your generosity. This is a good and giving community. We support our own, we support each other. So let's do this, and think about this, if nothing else, and you're investing in being able to enjoy music in the future. Put together by a fantastic group of people with an absolutely incredibly kind, dedicated, creative, and supportive person at the helm. So thank you, Kent, for everything you do. I'm sorry this is a long video, but like, look, man, I've got to be heartfelt here, and you have done so much. We cannot thank you enough. So thank you, Kent. And thank you, everybody else who's tuning in to watch this, and for supporting this community. It means the world to a lot of us, I think.
Thank you guys so much for the kind video messages. It warms the cockles of my heart. Everyone here at Team Ongaku is super appreciative of all the support, and that gives us the motivation to keep moving forward. And boy, are we ever. But if you guys want to help us recoup the rest of our costs, maybe help us get a little ahead for our future events, there's different ways you can do it. You can subscribe to us on our Twitch or Patreon. You can also donate directly to our PayPal. And last but not least, you could support us over on our Fourth Wall store. We have a bunch of great merch on there. More to come. And if you're hard on money, I totally understand that. So best you can do is let everyone know about what we got going on. We got all kinds of socials you can follow, all that good stuff. But we got something cool coming up this Saturday. So this Saturday we're going to have a meetup in Orlando at Player One Video Game Bar. We're going to play some games, we're going to eat some ramen, because right next door is Susaru. That all starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. Details are over on our website, ongakuoverdrive.com. We've been talking about it on our Discord as well, so join in on the conversation there. And moving forward, I'm actually moving. This setup is going to be gone. I'm going to be moving to a new location, and we're going to set up Ongaku base there. Our next Virtual Ongaku 17 will be late August, taking place from this new location. At least part of the show will be. We'll be reaching out to acts shortly that we want to see on the show. If you guys have acts you want to see on our next Virtual Ongaku, comment below. Let us know who you want to see. And we'll be working on live events as well as soon as I'm settled into the new place. We will be at Free Play Florida this November. We'll have some more details on that in the future. It's going to be super awesome. And last but not least, if you guys really want to help us out, we're up for running in the Best of Orlando. This is Orlando Weekly's annual awards for all kinds of events. artists, businesses in Orlando, Florida. We are out for Best Local Concert Promoter once again. Let's win it this time. We're the only group in Orlando that brought you guys in the last year the Megas, EyeQ, Megaran, the Limit Breakers, String Player Gamer, Tiggs as Scarlet and Violet, Bitforce, and so much more. So you do not want to, pass up on that. Go to vote.orlandoweekly.com if you guys want to do that. And it costs nothing to do that. You might have to subscribe. You can, delete all those emails later. But vote for Ongaku Overdrive for Best Local Concert Promoter. Because when it comes to music culture in Orlando, when it comes to gamer culture in Orlando, it does not get much better than Ongaku Overdrive. So thank you all again for all the support. We're going to keep moving forward, and we'll catch you guys next time.